All right, and we're back with more Space Engineers today. And today I think there's not really much to do, but I want to build that ship that I've been talking about. And also there's a bit on this side of the base. You can't see it from the inside, but it's over where the refineries and assemblers are of the wall that isn't built yet. So I need to make more steel plates so it can do that. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll start working on the ship. Just make like 1,000. That might be enough. Okay. And then in the other assembler, I'm going to start getting all the resources that I'll need for the ship. So, let's see. We'll need ion thrusters. So, okay. Here we go. I think those are the big ones. So, we only really need the small ones. So, let's have it make like 10 of those to start. I know that'll take a while because of the thruster components, but it should be fine. And then I guess I can just kind of work from there. I should have probably steel plates and like interior plates and stuff. Yeah, I have some in my inventory. So I'm going to start working on a design for the ship then. Okay, so I think I'm going to start building it from the top of this, and then I'll just detach it when I'm done. Just so it doesn't like float away on me, and I have a solid place to work on with it. Alright, so it looks like it finished welding this up, so that's pretty cool. I was waiting for it to finish that before I started on the ship, because otherwise it would start building as as I was putting stuff down. And I wanted it to finish that up first. So now I'm going to start working on the ship. And actually, I almost want to make it a small ship. Just because it's just a scout ship, so it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be able to like carry a bunch of stuff. So I could make it small, and then it'll be more convenient to drive. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let me get all the blocks I'll need for this. Okay, so here's the ship that I've come up with. It's kind of weird looking, I know, but it functions as a scout ship. It's got all the stuff that it needs on it. It's got an ore detector, an antenna, and a beacon. It's got this little thing to, a connector to connect to the base. It's got a cockpit so I can drive it. It's got plenty of thrusters. It's even got here, let me show you. Some hydrogen engines and some O2 generators. And apparently the ore detector is incomplete, but I can get that finished. I think it's just missing a detector component. Um, and yeah, this thing, can fly around, can do stuff. I know it's kind of weird looking, weird shaped. But, oh yeah, and I put the connector on the bottom, and it kind of reminds me of like a cookie cutter shark, the way it'll end up latching to the base when it, connects to a connector and stuff. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to put a gyroscope on this thing. Okay, hang on, I gotta figure out where to put that. Alright, I put 3 gyroscopes on it, so now it should be able to move around pretty well. That's probably way too much for a ship of this size, but it will be fine. Look at that. Of course, I'll have to reduce their power because that's a little fast for my liking, but hey, now I have 3 of them. Let me just lower them all down to like 50% and see if that's good enough. 51's fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. It can fly around and stuff. I might boost the power of the thrusters just a bit. Just kind of all of them. Maybe just like up to 2 times. 2 times might be enough. Yeah, that's already pretty good. I might even do 3 times, but then I'm worried about it sucking too much power away. But yeah, it's got two big batteries on the sides, and it's got plenty of thrusters, the O2 generators, and I think that's pretty much it. It's got a little junction in there to connect it all. Oh yeah, it's also got a cargo container, so it can hold stuff. I gotta find a place on the base to, have it latch onto. How this one kind of hooks onto there. I'm thinking, hang on, let me see. Give me a second while I figure out where I want to put that. Alright, so there we go. I've got it hooked up to the base now, so it can, recharge its batteries and stuff. And, yeah, there we go. And, yeah, it does kind of remind me of a cookie cutter shark, the way it just latches onto the side of the base. Alright, now I gotta figure out what I want to do next, because that's done now. I mean, I could go take it out for a drive, but I kind of want to let the batteries recharge. Let me head inside and see what we gotta do. Okay, I think I might have figured out something that I want to do. I think in a similar vein to building ships, I think I want to completely destroy that drill ship and build a different one that's a little better. Because that one doesn't have a very good battery in it. And I know I could just throw more batteries on it, but I kind of want to just make a redesign and just make a whole new ship. So I'm going to get working on that once I get outside. I definitely want to make it a big grid, you know, like the ship right here. So it's larger. Okay, I'm gonna start getting work on it, and I think I'm gonna build this one up on the roof, like I was gonna do with that one before I decided that I wanted it to be a small ship. Okay, so I've got a sort of very rough design for a ship kind of going right now. I wanted to have all the same features that the other ship had. So, a large cargo container, uh, you know, decent amount of thrusters to help it, get moving when it's full. And one of the main things that I want this one to have that one doesn't is just more power storage and just more power in general. So I gotta figure out what I want to do that. Hang on. I might even throw a small reactor on it, and then have uranium in it so it's constantly making power. Or maybe just have it as like emergency power. That might be a good idea. But I gotta figure out where I want to put all that right now. So let me just keep building back. Okay, so I've got 4 batteries here on the back. And this is actually probably closer to the middle or the front of the ship. It's probably going to go back a decent ways because there's still a couple of things that I got to put on it. Like, for example, I only have forward and backward thrusters. I still need, up and down and then side to side. But I can figure those out actually right now probably. Give me just a second to figure this out. All right, so I've got the thrusters on it. I know it looks kind of cramped right now, but I'm sure it's fine. So now the next thing to do is just to build any of the essentials that the ship needs, which that pretty much just means it needs a beacon, an ore detector. I still want to add the reactor onto it at some point, so I think what I want to do is add a couple of junctions leading out, kind of like this, so I can sort of split it off and put what I need to on this. Alright, there we go. I've got 2 small reactors on it, and I'll have them when the ship is running, I'll have them off and I'll only use them when I need them. And then, what else do I need on here? Let me try and see if I can figure it out. That's right, I'll need a gyroscope. So let me get that on. Don't want to forget that again. I think, where do I want to put this one? Maybe just kind of right here. Yeah, I think I'll probably want more, but one will do for now. We'll see if I need more. So what else does the ship need? Oh, it's gonna need the drills, isn't it? All right, there we go. So now I've got the drills, attached to the front of the ship. So now, oh, it looks like this thruster needs. Okay, looks like we ran out of thruster components. So I'll have one of the assemblers make some more. Okay, so I think that technically, once it's all built and once all the materials are done being made, this ship has everything that it needs. I might try to make it look a little better though, but this is pretty much everything that it needs. Don't really know how I'm gonna make it look better. I mean, I imagine doing anything to it would probably make it look better because it kind of looks like crap right now. But I'll start doing that after everything is built. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna make sure that all the materials that it needs are being made. Okay, so it looks like it finished building everything. I'm still in the process of trying to make it look a little better. Just kind of like rounding out the corners so it looks a little smoother and stuff. And then I think I want to cover all of this up with armor, so I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, there we go. I think the ship's pretty much good. The only thing left to do now, I guess, is just test it out, make sure it has everything it needs, and grind down this ship. So I guess for now, I'm gonna make sure that the ship works. I want to do that first. Alright, it's been detached from the main grid, so now, let me see. Yeah, it looks like it's detached. It might not fly though, because I think, let me see. Yeah, I think that static, oh no, okay, wait, it is a ship, I think. Let me see, yep, okay, cool. So there we go. Now it's a ship. Oh, what is that? Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. That's a battery. Whoa, why is there a battery flying off? Okay, hang on. I gotta figure out why that happened. Um, well, I don't really know why it happened, but it did, so I'm gonna try to salvage the battery. Alright, well, I got the battery, but it was a bit of a waste of components, and I think the reason why is because I had the battery here, and I think it was attached to something else, so it wasn't actually a part of the grid. And it looks like the other battery did that too. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, let me get this one too. Okay, there we go. I got both of them. So if I just attach them, let me get some more batteries. If I just attach them to the thrusters itself, then they won't fall off. Okay, there we go. I might have to have it make some more power cells because I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go tell the base to make some more. Okay, but other than that, I think the ship is probably good. So let me hop in and make sure it does everything that it needs to. Oh yeah, it's gonna be really slow. I gotta boost the thrusters. So let me get these all set up. Okay, so I have them labeled based on what direction they'll go in, just because it doesn't do that automatically. I mean, I know it says what direction they're in, but it doesn't actually sort them. And in order to, make it a little easier so I can affect the ones all at once, um, I want them all together so I can group them up. So for this, I think these are the backward and forward ones. What I want to do is, let me start with 2 times and see how that does. It will probably need to be boosted up some more. But let me just set them both to 2 times power and just kind of see if that's good. Alright, that's really good at gaining speed and slowing down, but the cargo is completely empty, and this is a mining ship. So I'm thinking it might need more. I'm gonna bump these ones up to 3 times, and I think that'll actually be good. Okay, there's the forward and backward ones, and then I think for every other direction, I'm gonna have those ones do 4 times. Just, one multiplier over the other ones, the forward and backward, since there's half as many. Okay, there we go. So now with that, yeah, ship's pretty maneuverable, and I think the gyroscope is pretty good, although, when the ship gets full of stuff, it'll probably be more difficult to maneuver, so we might end up wanting another gyroscope on it anyway, but we'll do that later, and only if we need to. For now, the only thing that's left is just to grind this one down, so I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, there we go. I got the ship all grinded down, so that's pretty good. Now I guess the last thing that I want to do is get this one docked over where that one was. Alright, so I got the ship nice and docked with this. I think I'm going to want to change where this is just because the ship is a different design than the other one. So it's kind of a little bit more difficult to actually dock it. But for now, that'll do. And I think I'm going to end it here for today because, we built 2 ships and that's pretty good. So, yeah, I'm going to end it.